Hey everybody, welcome to another recap of Dancing with the Stars. It is actually the semi-finals. We're almost there. It's so close. Alright, so this week, 2 rounds. First round is the Latin round, including the celebrity solo. And the second round is the ballroom round, and it's a dance that they have not attempted yet. So up first was Brandy Maks with their Paso Doble. The whole domestic violence theme, or as they called it, bullying, that kind of thing works on So You Think You Could Dance, but when you're doing like a ballroom dance, I'm just not feeling it. It was kind of weird. I mean, the dancing was pretty strong, but the theme, I was just like this the whole time. What are you doing? Alright, so they ended up with a 27. Also this week they had a little video package for each celebrity on what made them tough, you know, what gives them that competitive edge or whatever. So Brandy, her tragedy is that, yeah, she had some flop records, one after the other, and then the whole car accident thing where she was involved in the car accident that caused the death of somebody else, although it wasn't her fault. Still traumatic to go through. So yeah, that's tough to come back from. Alright, their second dance was the Argentine Tango. What they did was great, I thought. But they really fooled us a little bit. They used the stairs and the judges' desks to make the lift look a little bit more impressive than they actually were. If you remember last season, Max and his partner, some of those Argentine lifts, they did full on. They didn't have any props, so they got a 30 for that. I thought it was a little bit high. So they ended up with a 57 for the night. Alright, now let's talk about Jennifer and Derek. They started out with a cha-cha, which was so much fun. This was her week. She was having a great time. This was the happiest I've seen her all season. And the dance, it was really great. And she looked really great. She looked 27 something. Seriously, she is in great shape. She ended up with a 30. Nice. Alright, so her tragedy, her tragic story was, and now I had forgotten about this for a while, but I remember when it happened. She was in Ireland with her boyfriend at the time. I think they might have actually even been engaged, Matthew Broderick, and they were involved in a fatal car accident, and she hurt her neck. So that's been plaguing her all her life until it was time to go on Dancing with the Stars, and then she actually got it fixed. Alright, so their second dance was a waltz. It was beautiful. I mean, there's not a lot to say about this. She was pretty much an angel out there, and the judges agreed because they gave her a perfect score of 30. So she had a perfect night, her and Derek. They ended up with a 60 out of 60. Well deserved. Alright, so Bristol and Mark up next. They had their Paso Doble. She started out looking nervous, and it got me a little bit nervous because I really wanted her to do well tonight. But then the nerves kind of drifted away a little bit, and she really came alive during this dance. I really enjoyed it. She's still nowhere near where the others are dance-wise, but for her, this was groundbreaking. It was really huge. I mean, this was a great night for her. They ended up with a 27 for that first dance. Of course, everyone knows the Bristol story. Come on. The whole Levi thing. God, they should give her a 30 on every dance just for dealing with him. I bet she's cursing the day that she got involved with him. And living out the whole teen pregnancy thing on the world stage was pretty embarrassing too. So, yeah, she's got quite a story there. But she turned it around. She goes and speaks now on abstinence and teen pregnancy and everything. So kudos to her. Alright, their second dance, a waltz. I thought it was fantastic. The judges, however, they didn't appreciate it as much as I did. But I gotta say, this, for her, this was her personal best. This was her best week so far. And she's still on the bottom. So, see, it just goes to show you, you can have the best week ever, and you're still on the bottom. They ended up with a 26 for the waltz. That makes a 53 total for their 2 dances. Bottom. Alright, last couple, Kyle and Lacey. They started off with a Samba. It was a pretty respectable Samba. He had good hip action. He had good bounce. It's a party dance. It's supposed to be fun. And it was. So he pretty much fulfilled all the requirements. They ended up with a 29 for that dance. Now his sad story was, my mom and my brother and I moved out to LA. We auditioned for a few months and then I landed like a dream job. Oh, boo-hoo-hoo. That was so horrible. Come on. There's people out there that audition all their lives and barely scrape by and are living in a garbage can. And that's a sad story. But your story? Not so sad. Anywho, their second dance was an Argentine tango. I kind of thought it was a little bit sloppy in some spots. I mean, he was really not completing his moves and everything. It was just mediocre to me. And there was a whole lot of Lacey dancing around if you go back and watch it, where he's just standing there and she's doing the leg flicks and such. But the judges, they thought they'd reward him for something. They gave him a 29 for that one, so that's 2 29s, a score of 58 for the night. You know what? The scores really don't matter so much this week anyway. It's all going to be up to the voting to see who stays in. And tonight I'm actually going to be voting, so... Tomorrow night, Enrique, not even attempting the last name because I remember last season Maddie laughed in my face. And Lennox, ooh, one of my personal favorites. So until tomorrow night, much love.